Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming today. So my name is Tomo Hamakawa. It represents Earth Company. Yesterday, my Grab driver from the airport to the hotel asked me not just once, but 3 times whether I'm Malaysian. He was convinced that I was local. I'm not. I'm from Japan, but I get that question a lot wherever I go in Asia, in the Philippines, in Thailand, in Singapore, and also in Bali, where I've been based for the last 9 years. So this is a photo of my family. We've been in Bali for the last 9 years. My wife and work partner, Aska, Yula, Zen, Amma, and Sola. I'm fully aware that having a lot of children is a big contributor to climate change and a lot of environmental footprints. But they're actually really important reminders for what we need to do for our future. And it's a reminder for me to understand what do I want to do in this lifetime and for the next generation. I've been fortunate to have worked in different parts of the world for different types of organizations, from Tibet, India, London, for big organizations, very bureaucratic organizations, to private foundations, to an organization called Copernic, where I see a few members, Toshi, founders here, Oscar in the back, and I see some ex-colleagues in the back, Atika. And also worked on for a small NGO called Bridge Funds in Tibet. And through my experiences, what I've learned is that the way we inhabit this planet is extremely extractive and exploitative and degenerative. The way we live is definitely not sustainable. And I don't mean that just in terms of environmental issues. I think it goes for how we treat indigenous populations, how we treat women, the elderly, children, people with disabilities. I do think we live in a degenerative world, unfortunately. But I also believe that we are making this transition to a sustainable world. But I don't think that should be our goal. I don't think our goal should be a net zero, a very energy-intensive net zero. We should be aiming for a better place. We should try to leave this world a better place than where we were born into. And this, I believe, is a paradigm shift. And what we're trying to do at Earth Company is really to contribute to this paradigm shift, to contribute to this evolution as humanity, as a species, if you will. And I don't know where I went. So we do 3 things towards that shift. We have a program called Impact Heroes. This is a completely non-profit program where we support amazing change makers. We also run a social business called Impact Academy. This is where we train companies as well as providing educational programs for high schools and universities. We also run an eco-hotel in Bali called Mana, and I'll tell you about each of them. So we started Earth Company, the 2 of us, and now we're about 60 people. About 40 people are involved on the hospitality side, and then we have another 20 involved on the Impact Heroes and Impact Academy work. It's an amazing team. These photos, just looking at them, make me happy, bring me a smile. Our Impact Heroes are truly amazing, inspiring individuals. They're the types of people who make you want to be a better person because they're so selfless. They're dedicating their lives towards different causes, some of the most pressing challenges in the region. And we, as you can see from the sectors, we are sector agnostic. We also cover a huge geographical scope, 35 countries in the Asia Pacific, Afghanistan to the west to Fiji to the east. What we're looking for is life stories, life purposes that inspire. And I do believe that some of these people from our community will become Nobel Peace Prize winners and heads of states in the future. And in fact, Bella, our first impact hero, will be running for presidency of Timor-Leste in 2027. And she'll be the first, if elected, she'll be the first female president of Timor-Leste, and she's also a openly lesbian person, and so she'll probably be the first openly gay head of states in Asia. These are the amounts that we've raised on behalf of them. So we say we raise at least 100K for their activities. And through them, this is the kinds of impact that we've had in the region. So we've supported over 20 projects, building schools, building clinics, delivering emergency relief, building youth centers all around the Asia Pacific. And starting a couple of years ago, what we've done is that we not only support one changemaker for 3 years, so the impact heroes are supported for 3 years, but we also do a cohort approach. So just last night, actually, we had our last event for this year's batch. We had 8 individuals, 1 from Afghanistan, Mongolia, 2 from Papua New Guinea, India, and Indonesia. And it was such a warm and fuzzy feeling, and everyone is expressing just gratitude for these people who were doing this on behalf of us, right? On behalf of humanity. They could have done anything else in their lives, but they've decided to dedicate their lives. So these are the people that we support and are inspired by. Next is Impact Academy. If I can go. So this is the social business where we deliver online and also in-person programs to companies. So as you know, a lot of companies want to make this sustainability transformations. So we deliver those programs. We also deliver educational programs for high schools and universities. And we've had almost about 10,000 people so far. We've been doing this for about 6 years already. And the most important thing for us when we do these trainings is not about frameworks and concepts. It's really about how do we change people's mindsets. It's about creating a visceral experience. So how do we remind them of the values, the sustainable and regenerative values that are inherently inside them? And for companies, I do think this is the most powerful question for businesses today. Is this world better off because your business is in it? And I was just doing an online program this morning, but it's really about trying to answer this question in the most confident way. And we not only want to pose this question, but we are trying to answer this question through our own hotel called Mana Earthly Paradise. It was started in 2019. The worst time ever, just a few months before the pandemic. Definitely don't recommend doing that to anyone. But we became B Corp certified last October. Luckily, we survived the pandemic, and we became the first B Corp certified hotel in Southeast Asia. And let me just wrap up. So this is what it looks like from the outside. We're trying to do everything and anything we can within our budgets, within our resources. Just want to end with one last slide on sort of call for actions. For the Impact Heroes, if you are interested in connecting with any of them, happy to facilitate introductions for Impact Academy, for schools, universities, companies. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, very happy to talk to you. And last but not least, who doesn't want to come to Bali, right? So please come to Bali, stay with us. If you want to do a corporate retreat, we've done a few of them already, so please consider us. And my last slides for contact details. Thank you so much.